Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host, a deep sea terror rising from the depths. How you doing? It's a very comfortable 4:15 a.m. Your boy is uh, up late. It's Saturday night. I spent the day hanging out with my friends. We did some crossword puzzles, which is why I'm so late. We spent like an hour and a half doing the crossword puzzle for Sunday, which is today. One of my friends has a New York Times subscription, so we just like four of us sat there and burned through the puzzle. It was fun, good time. But also it took a long time because that was a long and very difficult puzzle. It had like a weird gimmick that I didn't really like as well. But anyway, anything for you today? Not really. I took the last 2 days and just kind of took it easy because I'm on like a break from school. There's like a week break in the middle of the semester. We're melting today. I'm Yeah, no, that's it. I'm I don't have anything else. It's been a pretty straightforward day. I do not have a question prepared. Let me give it a sec here. Let me see if anything comes to me. I do not have a good question coming to mind. So we're just gonna, you can just say, hey, how's it going? I've been pretty bad about responding to the comments. I read all your comments and like I write things down and stuff like that. If I ask a question that's like, hey, what do you like? I made a list of all of the books that you guys suggested to me, for example. But like I'm gonna go through all the bands as well because I asked for obscure bands or like obscure songs, right? But no, I don't. I have not been directly responding to every comment though, unfortunately, because I am basically. But yeah, just hey, how's it going today? No big question on my mind. Nothing coming to mind. So yeah, let's get to it, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Oh, mic stand's feeling a little wobbly. Pushback Talos. Spell Shield fell, Diligent Seraph, Wicklash, Fledgling Imp, Wicked Blaze. Melting Hellhorned. Melting Hellhorned? That's the one where you make Reform Imp strategies happen. This is probably yesterday's run, but with melting now. Sorry, I'm upping my chair. I gotta fix my positioning. Hold. Here we go. Can you hear when I grab the mic like that and readjust it? I'm not sure, but like I just moved the mic around. I don't know if you can hear that or not though. I don't know if that picks up. Let's try it. I'm down to pick up 2 copies of Molded and Reform. We can just play ridiculous transcendent nonsense again. Conscription Notice even? Sure. This will be Reform target as well. The unit that comes from that. And on the Dark Calling front, I'd rather just have Burnout. I know like Reform was part of the strategy, but I'd rather play Burnout here. You could probably take the money as well. I should probably take that money, but I'm preferring to not take any. Like I said, I'm preferring to just not take pack shards in the early game. I feel like it's better to just go to 0 unless you have to take them to make it to 100. But yeah, we also, like, on top of just Burnout Rector being good, we have Burnout Extenders in the setup as well, so. Gonna be a pretty quick and painless combat one here, I believe. This would be a pretty bad run to do an incant strategy, obviously because we're not Stygian, but also because we have like 5 spells total. 2 default Hellhorned runs in a row is a little weird. I'm not complaining, just a little weird. Let's see what they show us, right? I don't wanna sit here and just hypothesize. All 3, I wish I could pick all of these. There's not a whole lot of card packs that make me say I want all 3, but this is one. Molded, Molten Encasement, Hollow Drippings all are really good for the run. I think that the worst of these options is probably Hollow Drippings. Yeah, we already have a Burnout extension card, so Hollow Drippings is a little worse for that. I feel like it's Molded, because Molten Encasement clashes with Lady of the Reformed, which I am not against playing. Give me Molded here. Ritual of Battle is good. Fortify is good. We're going to be reforming, so overstacking 4s is less viable. I'll just take Ritual. Fortify, I said, is good. It's more of like an alright. I'll take Lady of the Reformed here. It's fine. I'm gonna go to the Melting Banner, because I think that this run really wants Paraffin Enforcer. Like, the simplest way through this run is just gonna be Paraffin Enforcer, either with draft or self-infused, and then probably even just play that, and maybe no Lady? We'll see. Like, that's the simple line, and if we don't see that, we do a little more thinking. But let's look for the simple line first. Holdover? Paraffin Thug. I did think about Paraffin Thug and then just rage scaling him. Wickless Baron could also work for that. Right, and the reason that I look at these two units and say maybe these, but not maybe what we have is like Rector, is because I can put multi-strike on these. I don't know, I'm down to take a Perspective Paraffin Thug. If nothing else, he just sits top 4 and catches a Collector for me, which is fine. Yeah, sure. I'm not against a holdover here onto, like, Molded. Yeah, I think that this is a long-term play, and I'm going to not take the -1 on it, because we're light on money for the Merchant of Steel. I'll grab the Relic as well. Votive Key? It's kind of weird. Makes the holdover Molded look a little worse, but I'm done. We got options right now. We're set up well. We have a lot of options, and we'll see what they show us. I feel like I've spread myself out so that we can pivot into whatever they send our way after Daedalus. I don't really want this invasion trial, but I do need the money, so I'm going to take it. I need the money to potentially grab a multi-strike here, so I'll just grab the trial. And we go... I can play the whole hand, right? So we put Rector bottom. We get Colcalia. We go drag top with Thug, and then just double torch. And that gives us a Slay for 20. On the next turn, so it's like Colcalia can go. Actually, we'll put it bottom 4. That's fine. Yeah, like I've been saying lately, I've been noticing that I do a lot better on these runs when I don't sit down and try to force myself into a line. It's easy, a lot easier to say now that I'm unable to sit down and force myself into a line from this position, right? There's no way. I'm gonna take 4, unless I put Train Steward down. Now I take 3. So trial for 3 gold, or trial for 3 damage, and we also got 2 slays on Paraffin Thug, so we got a little more value than that even. Pretty good. Solid. I'll feel a lot better about this run if I see draft from this common pack. Always weirds me out. I don't know if you ever noticed this, but High Priest of the Light has the same attack animation as Higher Wings, and it always makes me feel like, oh no, oh no. Of these cards, so no draft. Look, first of all, so no draft. You know, break skateboard, etc. Second of all, these cards aren't great. Purifying Cleanse is okay, like it's fine, a little less so because of Votive Key and the Lady of the Reform, but it says healing. This is a healing card, but we have Endless, so it's less important, I feel. I think I go Dripfall. Hornbreak's okay. Yeah, grab a Hornbreak here. I'm like kind of leaning towards making the decks a little larger lately. Go Steel Shop. Even though there's not a lot. Like, if I see multi-strike, I'm down to do it. I'm down to do it. Because what we can do is if we get Paraffin Enforcer now, we just put him on... Oh, I could put the multi-strike on the Lady of the Reformed. And then if I get Paraffin Enforcer, I give her the Paraffin Enforcer effect, and then I use Imps alongside her. I don't have space on my floors right now for everything I want to do. That's the thing. That's like the problem thing. The problem piece. And when I think about it with Paraffin Thug, I have to play like Rector Thug. And that's not bad, right? Rector Thug rage scaled up. Should kill 3 heavies if we do self-infused fledgling and Pendulous strat. But at the same time, I can put it on Lady, and that's a little interesting too. Basically what I'm saying is that from 10 and 20 are very similar numbers when it comes to scaling up your rage. So I feel like putting it on Lady is better because then I can play a much simpler floor doing this, right? We can play Lady, Rector, top floor, Fledgling Imp, self-infused, and go with that. And then we can put some infusion on Lady. I know I said I don't want to plan too far ahead, right? But this is more like, now there's an option here and we have to make a choice, whereas before it's just speculation and I can force myself down to bad lines. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put multi-strike on the Lady. I'm gonna give her multi-strike, I'm gonna give her plus 25. So the thing that's bad about this is that she dies a lot of the time. That's the problem piece. She dies. And then she loses her rage, right? But I don't know. Oh, plus 1 space, plus 3 space. And then we could make a second Lady of the Reformed. We don't care where we play, we just play. Because then we have Lady, Lady, Rector. So Lady, Lady, Rector, if we take the Railforger's Hammer and then we take 1 space of the 2 upgrades, we can play that on top or on bottom floor. I think that's fine, yeah. I think it's better to go Railforger's Hammer then. Because then it's just certainty, right? We can always do it top floor, and we don't really need the extra 2 size. Okay. And what we'll aim for here is we'll aim for plus 25 and... Well, we don't need Endless, right? Because we have Votive Key, but we'll aim for plus 25 on the Fledgling Imp. There's Endless, but like I said, we don't need Endless, so it's not a big loss. Okay. I think this run has a pretty well-defined strategy here. It's a unit with multi-strike and then a card that scales Rage named Fledgling Imp. I should have done a temple check, by the way. Temple, we have plenty. I'm stalling on the Fledgling Imp front. We want Rector to have the Endless. Oh. One-size Paraffin Thug? Oh. Train Steward in front will stop this. Had to squint my eyes at that one for a second. Throw another Paraffin Thug down. Nothing ever. I guess he can catch, like, run off backline like this. We'll make a lot of money on this combat. Owie. Yeah, we will. At the end of the day, too, with the Fledgling Imp, the problem that we were facing, right, it was that he might not die. I can always ping him. Ultimately. It's always okay to ping him. And if he doesn't get Endless, for whatever reason, my fault or not, doesn't matter either there, because we have Reforms. 5-8, again, just Train Steward, save me, gave me money. We came in here at 70 gold, or no, 90 gold, right? Because we were 10 off of Endless. Would I have bought it? I might have. The floor getting shifted around doesn't matter. We should have plenty of burnout. We just make sure we throw something Director here. And the floor has a lot of health and a lot of rage. So I should have played the Imp in front so that it died, though. That's on me. I was so busy thinking about how if I put the Imp in front, it wouldn't tank the hit that I didn't think about anything else there. Not gonna bother. Because, like, putting more Endless units in feels bad. Okay, like I said, nothing to really worry about. We just crush this combat. The holdover molded ends up falling off, but... And by falling off, I mean it just ends up not being particularly good on this run. However... Oh yeah, we're gonna take Last Stand. Wickless Bear and Steelworker Demon Fiend. These aren't very good. Can't help but notice. We could settle on Wickless Baron. I think that I'd rather go to the right. Think about this a little bit, right? Wickless Baron is an okay pick, but it's not gonna do a whole lot for us as an infusion. Demon Fiend, the size increase is probably a deal breaker. 30-30 isn't very good either. And Resolve Apply 5 Armorer just doesn't seem particularly helpful here. So I'm gonna press skip on that. We have space. I don't need energy for much. This is probably draw. And then maybe energy after fell. It's energy to help with the curses on Diligent, right? I'm down to go right here. I know we're giving removals up, but I want to look for an actually useful infusion here. Okay. So Our Lady of the Lady of the Reformed is just gonna go without an infusion, it looks like. Or maybe I'll throw, like, maybe we'll get an imp or something that's useful. I don't know. I could put, like, I could make another fledgling imp and maybe put that on her, but I have to make that choice now. I'd give her drag, I guess, for 2 burnout. Yeah. That's too bad. Wait. No, I need to take space. That's right. I talked it out. I need to take space so that I can play 2 ladies. I remember now. I will go to 40 here for the fledgling himself infused. Actually, I don't think I need to. I can wait. We're going to stay lower on pack shards because our last 3 nodes are temples. So we'll stay low on pack shards and we'll just jump up here. On the duplicate front, give me... I think I want another fledgling imp. I could take another lady, right? Because I'm going to want another lady. When's our next duplicate, actually? Here? I'm not missing much. I'm missing plus 25, but it's not urgent. We'll go duplicate there then. And then on this front, I want to duplicate fledgling imp. Yeah, okay. It's kind of weird, right? Like, the run's kind of weird, but I don't think it's bad. I think the hardest part might be Diligent Seraph, but we don't actually play any spells that matter. If we end up relying on a spell, maybe. Heaven's Seal. Am I afraid? Yeah, I'll respect it. It's partially that there's a few relics that would be nice here. Rage doesn't decay wouldn't be bad. +1 damage per rage wouldn't be bad. Things like that. But look at that Brandon Warrior value. I don't want to take the risk, basically. It would probably be a-okay, but I just don't want to find out. Damage scaling Lady of the Reformed is so weird. It's weird because I'm gonna have one as like a front line and one as a back line, I think. And Steward gets that. I played the top 4 units in the wrong order, worth noting here. It didn't matter, but I did. I didn't take Purifying Cleanse, did I? It's a shame. Yeah, this one's weird. I'm just like, I'm running the numbers, I'm looking at it now. This one's strange. Because 60 health does not survive for very long. Huh. I wonder. It's like, I guess it's... Maybe if we put plus 25 on the fledgling imp, I think it becomes okay at least. Get this guy out of here. I throw a fledgling imp bottom floor. Do that one endless, and then middle floor. Shouldn't kill. Yeah, sets up the Paraffin Thug to get the kill as well. Like right now we're being carried by Rector and the fact that there's 1 heavy. When we have to answer 3 heavies, it gets a lot stranger. And also partially by a Conscription Notice. Conscription Notice? Not too shabby here. What do you got for me? An armor card wouldn't be bad. Crushing Demise isn't terrible. Fatal Melting's also decent, right? Deck's just 30 cards, so it's kind of scary to add anymore, but Fatal Melting is a good pick, I feel. Kill backline and then Lady's survivability gets a little bit better. Give me Fatal Melting. Oh, Inferno, actually. Fuck you, Fatal Melting. Inferno. Last Stand number 2 is interesting as well, but like, Inferno. We're gonna go right, we want to grab removals. I also want to spend some of this money at the trinket shop. In my mind, when I thought about these pack shards, we go to 25 on this Divine Boons, 50 here, and then just take 25 from both of these temples should be fine. Oh, Ashes of the Fallen. And Rage Doesn't Decay. I'll take Ashes of the Fallen and we'll think a little bit about Rage Doesn't Decay. I think this might be a run where Rage Doesn't Decay isn't super useful. Grab the Divine Boons as well. Ashes is great. Ashes makes our damage plan a lot cleaner. I feel like I want to reroll this, so I will. Light's Gift is a auto win, by the way, if we see it. Resonant Shard and Flicker's Liquor are both really good. I would prefer... I think I'd prefer Flicker's Liquor, actually. Just make my whole deck free for when we get to Diligent Seraph. At the same time, bigger number damage is good. I like big numbers. Let's go for big numbers. And talk myself into it. Awoken card, Umbra card, Wormkin card. We look for Space Prism. Back Morsels does nothing. Awoken card, Wormkin card. I don't like. Let's click Wormkin because I don't know what Wormkin cards you get from this. Broken Memories makes sense as like what you would get from this. It also isn't bad because there's only one consume spell in this deck, and it's a stand. Of course, on the Divinity or on Seraph, I mean. That event was just 30 gold. Did that give me enough to buy, Wow, it did. That event? That's really unlikely. I got 3 card picks from the event here, which gave me exactly enough money to buy Flicker's Liquor. That's wild. Cool. This is the exact sort of combat we have to be careful of, right? We are not good into a lot of enemies. I would love to take another artifact. I should probably take it just because we want to be a little more aggressive, maybe. But I did not. I'm giving Endless here, but that's okay. We want probably Endless on... I'm going to play top 4. Endless on Lady, I guess, is not the worst. I put it on Rector. I don't think it matters a lot, though. Go Imp, kill Imp. And we'll just ping off. Sycophants where we can here. Siren of the Sea. It's fine. And I will take Endless onto Fledgling Imp with Burnout so that I don't have to pay anything on him. Let's put him in front. Could play out this whole hand. I suppose I should, since I have an Endless Fledgling Imp. I may as well get rid of the other 3 cards, but at the same time, what's my hand doing right now? I don't know. I think I could have put that all mid-floor. No, because of the positioning of the last Sycophant, right? You can't put that mid-floor. Never mind. Thinking I might have missed some money there, but I did not, I don't believe. You'll take 2. Rector take. I can change the positioning of the Fledgling Imp to kill this, I think. Yeah, our damage numbers are really high. It's number of hits that's a concern here. Yeah, if we can potentially... We will be able to, because our deck is all units. I see the line now, for sure. We put we put a plus 25 on Fledgling Imp. We let him die once, and then reform him after that, ideally. Or, yeah, let him die, reform, and then Endless that unit. Could be good. Right, and then that will be like a 31 health buffer every turn that always dies and generates a lot of rage. But it's just weird. But like maybe Conscription Notice is just MVP here. Maybe Conscription Notice just holds it down for us. Because I guess when you scale rage as much as this deck scales rage, it doesn't really matter, right? Like it doesn't really matter. It just matters that we have bodies to hit. It doesn't matter how many hits they do. Also, you add in a second lady and a space prism, or a space, a +1 space. I give up the. I wonder if +1 space is wrong. The +1 space, I'm giving up my Conscription Notice unit, which I didn't think about when I picked Railforger's Hammer. And it is an interesting question mark. 1 hit. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm going to be pretty stingy with my card takes here. You're going to have to show me something pretty crazy. Like Imp in a Box. Imp in a Box is really good. This was a run for History of the World. I should have taken History of the World. I don't bother going right because I can't afford anything. I'll go left. I think I will duplicate the lady. Unbroken Horn. Sure. I don't really need the energy though. Give me Guild Marker. And then we do Imp on Imp here. Imp on Imp. There's an alternative line here that doesn't involve duplicating Lady, and I think I'm down to go for it. It's Value Stone Inferno, duplicate that. I'm down for it. I think we will. And that puts me at 75 pretty comfortably. Comfortable we'll hit 100 pack shards. Bring back 5 consume spells, doesn't do much. Silence enemies? Probably just silence enemy units on Name Tome is fine. I feel like I'm very focused on this run. You feel that? Like, this run, I feel, despite it being almost 5 a.m., I'm dialed. I've been feeling this way lately, though. I feel like the runs, I mean, we're on a 7-win streak. It may come to an end here, but I don't feel like I've made too many bad choices over the course of the last couple of runs. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot overall. I'm pretty happy with how the YouTubers have been going. Quality of runs have been up. I think, anyway. You may disagree if you so desire. You know what? I didn't need the value. I did not need Value Stone Inferno. I would always make it free with Flicker's Liquor. I think it's fine for the pack shards, though, really. Does this fledgling that we have give 20 rage per play? How nuts is that unit? Is he for real? 20 rage? I'm gonna have to draw him before I can go, wow, that's crazy. But... oh, also I just had Rector and the Lady burn out, huh? Weird. I could save Lady, but it's like... you know, you see it, right? It's weird. I don't think it's right, too. I'm gonna silence this wave. I don't remember the pattern specifically for this fell. I'm just gonna silence the wave that looks kind of scary. I can, I guess, keep them alive. It's worth it, yeah. And we'll work on the spell shield here. We're only saving like 20 something rage, and we're keeping the fledgling imp alive as well. But oh my god, fledgling imp too powerful. Look at that guy. What's in the box? Pyre Chomper and Queen's Impling. Endless Pyre Chomper is tough. Better to put the torch in the front. And we will last stand. I don't think it's not crazy, but enough. I mean, it's plenty, right? You got 4 units, or 4 attacks of around mid 100s, you're looking pretty good. There's the actual fledgling. And like I said, we're gonna do strat here, where we get and revive him once and then let him endless. This guy effectively adds 60 rage to this floor. That's not where that was supposed to look. Okay. Yeah, it's just survivability right at this point. Damage numbers are through the roof. Classic Hellhorned conundrum. I think our survivability plan can just be infernoing the enemies, though. I have to watch out that I don't burn myself out, though. But on the Divinity, that's not a problem. So that's a problem that becomes easier to deal with as time goes on. I'm gonna not play Inferno here as a result. And I'm gonna torch myself again. I think we probably end up, if we were to lose this round, we lose it to bad burnout timing, right? Or just not having enough health, I guess, for Relentless, potentially. Holdover Molded ends up being not the worst. It's about as good as Permafrost, but, I mean, I'll take it. I'm not gonna be picky. Oh yeah, I should also remove this Paraffin Thug. He's done enough. He's done plenty. We're good to just start saving health. I mean, Fel doesn't stand a chance. She's like a 1-round death situation here. I think it is 1 round, right? 1 round if the Lady of the Reform doesn't die instantly, which she doesn't. It's exactly full, but it isn't because we have a fledgling. Yeah, 1 round death. That's a big number. That Lady of the Reform did like 600 there, or 900. That was a lot. I can take another last stand. Why not? The deck's already thick as hell. Actually, maybe just Wax and Spike here. Burnout 4 to the whole floor is pretty good. Yeah, this is Wax and Spike's time. And I will take space. I think that take space and one more lady is better than... I think it's better than the conscription notice unit. And the other thing worth noting is even though this is a 33 card deck, I'm not too afraid because... I'll go to duplicate. Not afraid because mostly our units, like we have a lot of them, right? Need to take 10. I'm gonna look for a plus 25 at the steel shop. Real quick. Plus 5, plus 10 is okay. Large stone's bad. I'm gonna look for the... I'm gonna greed for it. No plus 25? Come on, dude. Burnout 1, plus 5, plus 5. It's something. That's a shame. Should have taken plus 5. Actually, yeah, definitely should have taken plus 5, plus 10 if I had thought about it a little more. I did not think about it enough, though. I'll probably just end up putting Rector in front because he doesn't have multi-strike. So Rector's gonna frontline for the ladies. I know that like, we'll probably play one lady in front, Rector, one lady in back, and then on the Divinity, we can play both ladies in the back because sweep. The sweep makes this, like taking 9 damage every round actually makes this a lot easier. We want to take 10. No, lady is not infused. We can take 25. I don't really want to purge anything though. Spell chain? Nah, I'm okay. I'll wait, because we can take whatever 2 they show here at the next one. Ember Stasis, this is the correct Seraph to take Ember Stasis, but, like, why? You know, just why? It's good, but I don't think it's good because we're not gonna get them all out. We're gonna have a massive deck and it's gonna be ugly. Down to Slam Armor 20 here. I'm not afraid of Pyro Wings combat. I don't think the first one's infused, is he? Under 70 is the number then. Can never remember. Okay. Ooh, Animus of Will is gonna crush. Absolutely. I know, but I'm just gonna ping her. Like, I know, but I'm just gonna ping her. Oh, I think it's just piercing. Yeah. That checks out. Double Pyre Chomper. Huh. Do I just press end turn? That'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I don't play anything here. Yeah, it's okay. Next turn's gonna be pretty ugly, actually, because we're going to be Ember drained out. Dreg, I will play. Last stand, not very good right now. I am just gonna accept the Pyro Wings damage coming my way. I'm not gonna Ritual or anything. I shouldn't have played Molded, but that's my bad. We're gonna throw one Inferno. Yeah, we're gonna chill. Because holding over that card, I'm not going to be able to play it anyway. At least in this case, I can play things off of the dregs. Fine. This is, of course, the scarier side of things when the deck is larger like this. What if we don't draw into our Fledgling Imp? And the answer is, well, it's not that bad because we have... First of all, the 2 Fledgling Imps should have mitigated this a little bit, and now it's going to be a little more ugly. But we have the double Infernos to also counteract this a bit. Definitely want a drag next turn. And this is going to be really frightening. Nothing I can do about it either. Like, I would be able to ping off this Light Wings, but I took the trial, so I cannot. Can't mitigate anything. Just gonna hope for the best, I suppose. If Vector dies, it's not the end of the world. We're not losing much. Okay. Drags don't fail me now. They have done. I do lose the Endless, but Like, we're not taking this damage. We gotta slam this fledgling imp down. I could, so I believe it's living armor. However, I also believe I'm not afraid of him particularly. Oh wait, for sure. I'm feeling like I wouldn't hate just dropping this light wings off the floor. And then what? Like, what's my plan to get rid of him, right? That's the question. I don't think there is one. I think it's actually better to make this wave less frightening, isn't it? Let's do that. We'll throw Burnout 4 on the whole floor, why not? Yeah, Rector takes 50. If I silence the boss though, then it's fine. Yeah, because it's living armor. If I just silence him, it's no problem there either. We will just silence him, of course. Fortunate that Animus of Will dies. I could drop the Pyre Wings and push the problem away, but it doesn't change anything, and I also don't think her death matters all that much to me. Because boss is really easy. Rector's gonna come close to soloing him because he's only 13 damage. Pull this out of the way. And I used my Endless. They'll bring him back. How big is this number? It's pretty big. Okay. Like, the combat's a little awkward, but it's not that bad because I took the trial, right? Like, it's awkward, and we're gonna end up taking 0 anyway, which is a generally good sign. I think we take 0 here, right? There's no way living armor beats this. Yeah. Hell yeah. Like, the combat was awkward, it was a bad combat, and we made it harder on ourselves, and we're still gonna end up taking, even though we took like 5, right? We took 4. One hit from one Pyre Wings, one up, it looks like. Or no, I took 8. First wave guy, yeah. That's a worth take though, for sure. Worthy trade. Sacrificial Resurrection could be fun. But the draft will just die in the Divinity, so can't give it plus 25. Important work isn't bad. Helps us with the Endless Imp. It becomes, it unendlesses the Imp though, which is weird. I'll take Inferno. We'll grab Important Work, I think it's fine. And I'm going to duplicate. We have predetermined this. It was written. I'm going to make another lady. Now in the temple, we're gonna take 15. Yeah, we're gonna take our temple shards right now. -2 ritual battle seems fine, and purge stone. I think fatal melting can go. Fatal melting was a good pick until it wasn't a good pick anymore. In the trinket shop, you got Trader's Quote, Capricious Reflections, Hammered Chest Plates. In the magic shop, you have double stack. I don't hate double stack ritual, but I don't think I need it really. Double stacking burnout output isn't bad. Double stacking days isn't bad. I'm going to -1 Wicked Blades. Well, I feel like I'm wasting my money. I also don't think I want anything here, right? Permafrost holdover for what? This deck's a monster. I'm gonna want to drop my money. I'm gonna drop like 4 removals here. At the trinket shop, I am thinking about hammered chest plates. It's +5, and I know that doesn't seem like much, but that might be the threshold to make an imp take an extra hit, which can save a lot of damage overall. Let's buy 4 removals first, and then we'll start thinking about our money, because I feel like even more important than, like, this is a frivolous buy, and we should buy, like, 2 Train Stewards, Paraffin Thug, and after that it's a little more uncertain. I don't hate Torch as a removal option. I feel like Drag is nice because it's free. I think Torch. That's purging. Yeah, I'll take a Torch. Okay. Now from this position, I can reroll and still buy 2, so I'll buy Hammer Chest Plates and then reroll. I guess I couldn't buy 2, I could buy 1 here, but it's not an interesting one. Extinguish triggers twice, no stealth. I think we go Scorch Steel. And that's fine with me. +10. +10ing Torch is kind of awkward. We'll put +10 on Hornbreak. And I think that this is okay. 100 pack shards, check. I think that this is okay. It's... We added 2 survivability options. They're not good survivability options, but we added 2 survivability options. Fledgling Imp could take Endless here and just be an interim man. If I play Fledgling Imp... he doesn't take Endless very well, right? But I'm thinking I just maybe slam bottom floor. Just start going. I think I will. I'm gonna put Rector, and this will be the back lady. Because if I make that the back lady, I can go Fire Chomper, Fledgling in, and then I have a second lady, so I can't play this Wickless Baron anymore. This was a trade-off that we made, and I think that it's okay. They'll just sit mid-floor with the dragon, catch any stragglers. And the sooner we draw our big Fledgling Imp, the better off we are. Also big downside though is that I can't Inferno as freely with this play. Interesting. I will silence the Purifier. And I'll do 100 damage to Seraph here. The lasting legacy of Wickless Baron is to die. If front lady is not our main carry, right? That's the takeaway here. Front lady is the tank, back lady is the main carry. There's Molded. I will consume a torch. Mold back the Fledgling Imp. We want this one to get Endless because it has Burnout 1 on it. That wave dies. I'd like to not take damage here. I can do that if I drip fall this guy down. And then I can Fledgling Imp to kill the Purifier. It's gonna be tight. A little unfortunate that this lady did not die, but we should start to see our numbers get close to what we want them to be here. Fatal Melting Purges. It also kills our lady. I don't get to do anything cute with that, I don't think. But a death's a death, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. I want her to die, so yeah, we'll just do it. Oh, did the mouse just die? No, we're good, we're good. We're chilling, we're chilling. I'm a little unhappy if I let this Light Wings live. I'm a little unhappy if I replay Molded, but I think I'm more unhappy if I take 15 here. Play Wickless Baron. Drop him in, kill the Light Wings, get him out of there. Take our 4 Burnout. Even if we don't kill Seraph in the first round, we'll be able to just elevate her for Relentless, I feel. Let me sit forward for this turn. We gotta make a choice or two. We got a few choices to make here. Yeah. So when I play Important Work, I'm going to put Endless on the lady, because if I play Important Work, I'm going to un-Endless the Fledgling Imp. And I would rather play Fledgling Imp and a Last Stand. And then we Important Work to see if we hit. We do not hit. However, I'm going to continue to just use Molded Wickless Baron to catch this idiot on the top floor. And I'll even dodge the Ember Drain with a drag here. No, I won't. We have too much. That's okay. Yeah, we got like we have the lady that's dying over and over again, the one that we knew we would have that just keeps dying. And then we have the second lady who's 300 times 2 sitting behind Rector. It's really jank, right? This run looks really weird on paper. When you look at this run, you go, hey, what the hell is this? But, you know, whatever works, right? Ping my own lady so she dies is better. We want her dead. Have her fresh for the other Relentless. This will overlap our imps, but we'll have having 2 deaths means we have to use Molded. So Molded loops back around to being good. It wasn't very good. It was pretty bad, I thought, and it's back to good. And for Seraph, Conscription Notice is looking pretty snazzy. Yeah, we do Lady in front. We do Fledgling Imp here. Fledgling Imp dies. We'll reform him next turn. Consume the Inferno so I can reform him next turn. Bring back Wickless Baron because, you know, live, die, repeat, brother. And... Sure. Fine. These guys will burn out in time for... Like, they'll be gone. Long gone. You die, right? Yeah, he dies. Super dies. We'll take it. And that was a pretty bad draw order as well. And we forced bottom floor, and we still crushed this. So I feel really confident. The Divinity's damage output is a lot higher, though, which is scary. But I'll be able to, because I'll play top floor, I'll be able to mess around with Inferno as well. And I won't consume Inferno. I'll be able to empty my deck out a little bit better. I think we're okay. Either way, this run is something different. It's not something that I've done too much. You know, it is, at the end of the day, it's a Rage Scaler, but it's with Lady of the Reformed carrying, which is different, and that's fun. Turn 1 Inferno fills me with a bit of confidence here. Unfortunately, cannot draw out the Ember Drain because of Votive Key. Aimless Siren, pretty good, but not good enough. Also, remember earlier in the run when I joked about making this an incant run? But who's laughing now? I'm aware that there's a timer on Lady of the Reformed, by the way, and I'm just kind of, you know, I don't think it's going to matter, ultimately. I'll take the +8. These two matter. This Lady of the Reformed goes down. Drag here. Guess I'll torch the boss, why not? Take my 6 damage just in case. Okay, here come the Fledgling Imps. So they don't actually die on their own, which is weird. I have too much. I can silence the Harvest. I can also just, let's see. This is my last Inferno for a long time. I think I can silence the Harvest and Inferno mid-floor pretty comfortably here. That's the line. Because if I... Yeah. I think so. If I Inferno the bottom floor, I'm just going to take so much on my units top, I'm scared. I think the sweep is going to catch up with me a little bit here. Let's see what's in the Imp in the box, I suppose. Transcend him. Hello. Interesting. Okay. So... I mean, you're thinking it. I'm thinking it. I'll go for it. We'll play Endless Transcendent strat here. I think that it's good because I'll be able to get a little armor on him. He's just going to become Endless Chump Blocker, basically. And that's fine with me. He'll be fine. He'll do great. I have to take a turn to set it up here, and it's going to be a little bit sketchy. We have a bad case or two here, but we go for it nonetheless. Is this wrong? This might be wrong. The way that I'm playing this might be incorrect. This is a bad case as well, because I miss Welder Helper here. I'm gonna stun the Divinity. I miss Welder Helper, I miss Molded, which is bad, but Endless Transcendent is good, I feel. I have to solve this turn, and then we're chilling. Sorry, I'm running through it here. I should talk this one through because this turn is interesting, and I need to actually talk this turn through. Well, rather, I'm doing the turn in my head, and that's not good content. So, let me walk you. So we have Votive Key. We play Transcendent. Transcendent gets Endless. We then import and work Transcendent. Drop the Fledgling Imp. Kill the Fledgling. No, okay. We drop the Fledgling Imp on a different floor for the trigger. Play Transcendent. Import and work Transcendent. Fledgling Imp on a different floor. Kill Transcendent with Hornbreak. Reform Transcendent. Replay Transcendent. That's a ton of rage. That's so much rage. I think that's the way to go about it. And we have the energy because of Flicker's Liquor. Bottom 2 cards, and then next turn we last stand. Yeah. And that's so much rage that we probably just overpower the Divinity. Okay. So the important part is we Transcend Imp on, like, first unit played is Transcend Imp so that we get the rage. And then we go Fledgling Imp down here. Actually, important work him first. We'll draw him back. Fledgling Imp down here. It's on Fledgling Imp, that's fine with me. It's on Transcend Imp, that is the ideal. And then we kill him. And we bring him back. If we draw Inferno next turn, we should also just win. Because we'll Inferno this floor. And if I had the armor here, we would also win, I feel. As it sits, I'm going to lose some of this progress when these guys die, right? Just a little bit. Perhaps I want to... Yeah, it's a bad turn. I think I stack my rage on Rector over the Lady, because the Lady's slowly dying, as we are aware. But Rector we can maybe have live. That's the problem, this rage scaling is limited. I can't play Last Stand Ritual. I'll just play Last Stand then. Fine. It's fine. This turn's really bad though, because I'm going to lose a lot. Oh no, I have the Lady, that's right. And we Inferno the Scary Wave. The Scary Wave is no longer scary. I should have Dripfalled the Shade Wings. I did not think to. We'll stun the Divinity again. This is tight. This is very tight. So we go... We mold back... Mold back Transcend Imp. Of course. Play Transcend Imp, give him Endless. I'm going to not kill him with Important Work. I'm going to play Welder Helper, and I'm going to kill Welder Helper with Important Work for the energy. I think that my big play here, the biggest payoff here, is probably to hit next turn on Dripfall and Dripfall the boss. Not the Divinity, but the mini boss. Also, whenever given the opportunity, we should just go ahead and grab, like, Fledgling Imp, add another 20 rage to the pool. I think even if we die, we can probably just re-rage this floor up enough, even if that floor gets wiped out, because we're about to enter Relentless. Sweep from you. Kills my Lady. That's okay, right? Like, we have so much rage that I think that... Actually, even more absurd. I kill my Lady here, right? Even more unbelievable. I just kill her. Fuck you, High Priest of the Light. I kill her. You don't get to decide when she dies. I decide when she dies. And she dies right now. And then I can bring her back. Burnout 2 means that he's 21, this is 18. I have to throw a card at him to kill him, actually. So it's kind of weird. I feel like you could probably condense this combat down to me saying, okay, it's weird, okay, it's weird, okay, it's weird, but it's weird. If I lose this combat, it's because I misplayed for sure. Like, I definitely just made bad choices to lose this combat. Because I'm thinking about it a little more, right? And I'm like, what if? Okay, I'm going to play this out how I feel like I'm supposed to, actually. And I think that what I'm supposed to do here is I play Lady first. No, I played Transcendent. He has 40 armor. No, he has 40 armor on him. I played Welder Helper twice. I can't see the Reform pool itself. Okay, so alright, we're gonna follow it through. I'm gonna play Lady first. And then I play Transcendent for 40 armor on the Lady. And then I go Hornbreak the Transcendent, and then I do another Transcendent. And that gives me 80 armor on this Lady. And this guy can go in front because he will not die. So he can chump some of the Relentless rounds. Same effect, right? We just get more armor on our units. Wow, he's big. I feel like I'm probably labor. Oh yeah, I'm definitely overthinking there a little bit because the boss is at 1,000 health after my turn. That's a win, right? Yeah, but like it's close, right? It's actually close. You can definitely you can see that it's a little closer than perhaps you would expect. We have really big numbers, but we also have like 2 rounds before we would die here. Cool. Really fun run. I enjoyed this one a lot. I think that it could have been a little easier, but it was fun, especially getting Transcendent there and then actually dealing with that. Enjoyed that run. Not a super banter heavy run. Didn't like in terms of that side it wasn't, but this was just a pure monster train run. And the streak is alive and well. Cool. Cool. You just gotta, gotta wait for the... No new records. Not everyone can be a record setter. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. MastersHarperMaximum. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.